If you ever wonder why the heavenly bodies revolve around each other instead of colliding, you are not alone. Most of us fail to understand it, but I am going to tell you the science behind it. Let us go. Hello, I am Param Siddharth, and I am going to explain why heavenly bodies revolve around each other. This happens because the mutual gravitational pull between objects makes them move in curvy trails. To understand it better, let us look at an illustration. First, assume a plane of infinite size whose gravity pulls all other objects towards it. If there is a stationary object above it, it will directly fall towards the plane. If there is an object moving parallel to the plane, it would still fall towards the plane. However, in the actual world, the shape of most of the heavenly bodies is not planar but almost spherical. Look at this illustration. There are two stationary spherical bodies at a certain distance from each other. According to Newton's law of gravitation, the bodies will apply an equal gravitational pull over each other, so the bodies will accelerate towards each other until they collide. However, this does not usually happen, as it is quite unlikely for a heavenly body to be completely stationary. Let us see what happens when one of the bodies has a certain velocity perpendicular to the lines joining the centers of mass of the bodies. This time, the direction of gravity keeps changing with the position of the bodies. The lighter body is always getting accelerated towards the heavier body. This causes revolution. If the velocity is just sufficient to do so, the first body will revolve around the second body in a perfectly circular orbit. There we go. This is how it happens. But what about the second body? Doesn't it experience force too? Well, actually, it does. The illustration you just saw was from the perspective of the heavier body, which is constantly getting accelerated, and hence is a non-inertial frame of reference. From an inertial frame of reference, we see that actually both bodies are revolving around the center of mass of their combined system. This happens because the mutual gravity acts as a centripetal force on both of them, and they start revolving if they have just the right velocity to fulfill the requirements of revolution in perfectly circular orbits. However, reality is not as ideal as imagination. So, in the universe, most of the orbits are rather elliptical than perfectly circular. That is all for this video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.